Okay. Now we are fine.
ماما حبيبتي بقول لك ايه، في الحاجات دي باقيه. تمام، قطعتين من اللي تحت ده وثلاث قطع من اللي فوق. فقولي لي لو عايزين نحط حاجه على جنب ولا حاجه. ماشي.
أنا بحرس.
تخش بالي. لا شوف يا عم انوبس ده جه ولا لا. عايزين نعمل كيكات كتير علشان نقدر نجيب اللي هو المايننج بسرعه. نعمل ماين ليفل 4 كده جامد قوي. و كيندلينج ليفل 4 بس المفروض يعلوا الليفل شوية لحد ليفل 50. دي مش منطقية الصراحة. ليفل لحد ليفل 100 يعني. ايه
هو
50؟
في 65 دلوقتي. لا دلوقتي بقى اكتر بس.
والله
دلوقتي بقى 65.
جامد السلحفاة الصراحة.
انا سلحفة.
اللي هو اللي بيقعد يلف ده.
ديجيتويز انت جبته؟
عندي اهو تقريبا. شوف اسمه ايه. هو فين؟
يعني عندك من في السيف
ديجي
بتاعه؟
تويز. عندي عندي ديجي تويز معايا.
ايوه جامد ديجيتويز. وبعدين هتلاقي بعدين يا ده سمرة في كتاب او بوشن او حاجه زي كده بتعلي المايننج ليفل بتاع البال او ايا يكن يعني الابيليتي بتاعت البال. مايننج ليفل ممكن يطلع معاك لغايه 5.
دايم.
شوف بقى مايننج ليفل 5 ده بيعمل ايه بقى؟ هتلاقيه مجنون بقى.
طيب دلوقتي انا كنت عايز ابريد. ايه مع ايه؟
الله. لا حول ولا قوة الا بالله. ما نشطرش. جار جار جار.
Hey.
زي بقى كده يعني زي كده. completely absurd يعني. اوريسا لوحدها بدون
تقول لي بقى كومبليتلي اسيرت.
اوريسا لوحدها بدون اي مساعدة من التيم دخلت قتلت 2 ازاي يعني؟ الحمد لله ان اوريسا مات.
ما عندي انوبس ده عندي. ما عنديش نعمل انيبس ده. تعالى نعمل انيبس ده.
مستحيل. No way.
Blocks. With bush. Taking blocks.
Okay.
Bush up. Nice. No, I can't think. Bush. تعال عم الحاج انت. بذكر بينكينج الغابي ده.
واحد عمال يضيع بوكسات رمطرة كلها.
ايوه شفت.
لا
خلينا نعمل بينكينج ده.
بص اهو، بص واحد اي اي كتب يا ابن العرس.
كده فين؟
تويتش.
مش شايف حاجة في تويتش.
مش شايف عمل له بان بقى.
كتب AI viewers streambo كم هو ده؟ نعم.
Helden sterben nicht.
The fuck. ميرسي الت ويست تماما.
اوكي يا جعفر، اوكي مشكور.
Last one. Nice.
Attack the objective now. We are stronger together.
Okay.
Clever tactics. Finally.
We will crush them. Loud and clear.
Now you see me?
I'm even stronger.
اوكي.
اوضه.
Number 3, the Lydda Death March. In July of 1948, the Palestinian towns of Lydda and Rommel were attacked and captured by the IDF. Lieutenant Colonel Moshe Dayan led the attack on Lydda using a column of armored jeeps, firing automatic machine guns directly and indiscriminately into civilian crowds for over 45 minutes. To quote Kenneth Bilby, a correspondent for the New York Herald Tribune who happened to be in the city at the time, quote, the Israeli column raced
سامع
into
هذا
Lydda
صور
with
اليوتيوب اللي انا
rifles,
مشغله؟
stands
لا ايه في البتاع
and
استنى.
submachine guns blazing.
قافل ايه؟
في الستريم قصدك؟
يعني
They
انت
coursed
انا
through
مشغل
the main streets,
يوتيوب فيديو في الباك
blasting at
جراوند.
everything that
طالع؟
moved. The corpses of Arab men, women, and even children were strewn about the streets. During the attack, a former soldier whose name I'm not even going to try and pronounce
طالع؟
اه
fired an anti-tank shell into the
corpse of
Damash
an Arab
mosque,
man.
killing more than 200 unarmed civilians who had attempted to flee the shooting. Streets, blasting at everything that moved. The corpses of Arab men, women, and even children were strewn about the streets. During the attack, a former soldier whose name I'm not even going to try and pronounce fired an anti-tank shell into the Damash mosque, killing more than 200 unarmed civilians who had attempted to flee the shooting. Estimates of the total dead in Lydda due to these indiscriminate attacks on civilians range from 250 to 450. Again, including many women and children. After the killing had settled down, a general
اوكي
expulsion order for both towns was signed by Yitzhak Rabin, then IDF Chief of Operations and future Israeli Prime Minister. After being stripped of valuables, jewelry, and being denied any personal belongings from their homes,
هذا برضه سيم سيم شيل 2 حبة داخل مكتب اوكي 2 حبة هذا شيل داخل مكتب
Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
مفيش فيديو دلوقتي
كده بقى.
شغال مش شغال الفيديو صح قاعد عدو
نعم. قول تاني.
شغل الفيديو
انا قفلته بقى عشان الجيم.
هذا ون بيس سند شوروم بعدين هذا كلام خلاص فينيش وير هاوس
بعد بقى في العبط ده.
The payload has reached
Score 0-3. Switching sides. Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
Well, if he made me the robo-horse I asked for, maybe I would have stood a better chance.
My soul hungers.
Ain't no prairie, but these mountains sure got a nice view.
Come on, Grunt.
Mobilizing with the payload.
مفيش ثانية.
انا التيم هيجيب لي الشيبوبة.
ايه بس كده.
بشايل.
We need to move the payload.
ريبر غالبا بيجي من هنا.
No, no, can't go there. The team down. Nice one.
ريبر ورا يا كاس.
تعال فوق تعال فوق.
قول ايه طيب.
أما عاد.
Damage output increased. Tango over here. Get the payload moving.
Hit me. Nice.
جروب.
Enemy here.
Terra Surge is nearly ready.
狐の鍵爪を解き放て。
كوبر 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 خالص.
ليبر معاه بل 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 بل.
We're outnumbered.
بيقرب معانا بوش
60 seconds remaining.
قلت نفس الطريقة.
Enemy over here.
Blade.
Behind you.
Score 3-3.
Trade. It wasn't metal. It wasn't roads. It wasn't ships. It wasn't trade. It wasn't metallurgy. It was this shield, this sword, and this armor. And that's one of the weird things about Rome, is most societies, they do a technological leap somewhere else and it generates the wealth that they can afford an army. For Rome, it was the army that allowed them to generate the technology and the wealth.
معرضتش الصوت
It
عالي.
wasn't roads.
تعرف يعني؟
في صوت في ودني
Dead in Lydda
معرفش في
due to
الستريم
these
نظام
indiscriminate
بصراحة.
attacks on civilians range from 250 to 450. Again, including many women and children. After the killing had settled down, a general expulsion order for both towns was signed by Yitzhak Rabin, then IDF chief of operations and future Israeli prime minister. After being stripped of valuables, jewelry, and being denied any personal belongings from their homes, the remaining 60,000 occupants were forced to march for nearly 15 miles in the midday heat without water,
1. Escort the payload. Double, triple kill.
Angel at your shoulder.
يا بريك يا الله.
Score 3-3. Switching. Re-engaging.
before meeting up with the front lines of the Arab Legion. Reports on how many people died during this forced march vary based on historian, with estimates ranging from 300 to 500 people, including small children and the elderly. So I don't know about you, but I grew up in a small town in America, okay? Imagine that growing up, a bunch of homicidal maniacs using automatic machine guns fired upon crowds of women and children and the elderly. And then they fired an anti-tank round into a church, killing 200 people. And then they took all of these survivors of their attack and they stripped them of their valuables and they forced them to march in the midsummer heat for 15 miles, killing children and the elderly in the process.
1. Attackers incoming. Stop the pain.
Oh God.
No? Gosh.
لا
And then imagine that the person who signed off on that, the person that gave the order for all of that to happen, then went on to become the president of the United States. This would be indicative of a deeply, profoundly sick culture. There were many more horrible things that happened during the Nakba, but for the sake of time, we're going to move forward about a decade to the year 1956.
Number 4, the Kafir Qasim massacre. On the morning of October 29, 1956, Israeli border police imposed a new 6 p.m. curfew on the residents of an Arab village about 20 kilometers east of Tel Aviv and announced that any Arab on the streets after 6 p.m. were to be shot on sight. However, the announcement was made after many laborers had already left the village to work in the fields or to travel elsewhere, and therefore had not been made aware of the curfew. That evening, in 9 separate incidents, small groups of laborers and families who had been away and were returning to the village were fired upon and were killed by Israeli soldiers without warning. A total of 49 Palestinians were killed, including 19 men, 6 women, and 23 children. Those few who survived the shooting were left to bleed in the street overnight until the curfew had ended and they could be retrieved by other Arabs to receive medical care. The Israeli government attempted to censor newspaper coverage of the event, which was ultimately unsuccessful, and in a very rare move of accountability, the members of the border police battalion that conducted the shootings were put on trial and convicted of murder.
However, all of their sentences were either reduced or given outright presidential pardons. Sentences ranging as high as 17 years were reduced, such that no man spent more than 1 or 2 years behind bars, and the commander of the unit faced absolutely no consequences whatsoever. And furthermore, as recently as October 2021, attempts to have this massacre officially recognized by the Israeli state have all failed, the most recent vote of which in the Knesset was struck down by a 93-12 majority. Which again just continues the pattern of there being absolutely zero accountability on the part of the Israeli state.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Enemy contact.
Muéralo. Confit.
A battle lost for a war won. You are needed here. Okay, thanks. Join me.
Best round lost.
And again, I will emphasize that this was a series of 9 separate shooting events that occurred throughout the evening.
Oh.
So there was plenty of time for these people to realize that they were killing innocent women and children and adjust course or stop what they were doing. But they didn't. They just kept going throughout the night. This was no accident, I guess is what I'm saying. This was a deliberate targeting and massacring of unarmed men, women, and children. And also, to emphasize, there were more children killed than either adult men or adult women. And none of these people posed any threat to
I know what you're doing.
The least of your problems if we don't turn this around.
جروب.
Calculations will cost you everything. Join me. Put them in the ground. We are stronger together.
دي بي اس وراك يا ريبر، يا الله. جون 1. لا 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 لا، التيم ده يعني زبالة الزبالة.
To anybody, or were even given an opportunity to defend themselves. Number 5, the Sabra and Shatila massacre. During Israel's 1982 invasion of Lebanon, spearheaded by Ariel Sharon, with the stated goal of removing PLO fighters, Israeli forces besieged and bombarded West Beirut. Under a subsequent ceasefire deal brokered by the U.S. Reagan administration, the PLO evacuated Lebanon on August 21st, with written assurances from the U.S. that the hundreds of thousands of Palestinian citizens they were leaving behind in refugee camps would be safe. On September 14th, the Lebanese president-elect, who had allied himself with Israel, was assassinated by a member of the Syrian Social Nationalist Party. To be clear, not a member of the PLO, not affiliated with the Palestinian refugees surrounded by the Israeli army. The Lebanese president-elect, who had allied himself with Israel, was assassinated by a member of the Syrian Social Nationalist Party. To be clear, not a member of the PLO, not affiliated with the Palestinian refugees surrounded by the Israeli army at the time. But regardless, on September 15th, the Israelis falsely blamed the assassination on the PLO without evidence and used this as a pretext to violate the US-brokered ceasefire agreement and invaded West Beirut, surrounding Sabra, a Palestinian refugee camp, and Shatia, a nearby residential neighborhood. And on the following day, the Israelis sent in their proxy militia forces, who proceeded to spend the next 48 hours brutally torturing and murdering untold thousands of unarmed civilian refugees. Survivor testimonies describe widespread rape, mutilation, and summary execution of men, women, children, and the elderly. There is no exact death count because the majority of bodies were buried in mass graves, making individual identification virtually impossible. Estimates by Israeli, Palestinian, and Lebanese investigative journalists range as high as 3,500 dead, and many, many others permanently mutilated. all within the span of 2 days. Now, the Israeli military did not directly kill these civilians, but they did arm and supply the people who did, and also surrounded the massacre for 2 full days and prevented anyone from escaping, and also fired illumination flares overhead so that the militia could see what they were doing, and also provided bulldozers after the
2, 1. Attack commencing. Capture objective
I've got you. Eyes on a target. Come over here.
ما شاء الله معاك فيديو سين.
التانك بتاعنا محتاج يتعلم تانك من اول وجديد.
بتاعكم محتاج تاني.
This is not the end. I see. You're going to live. Come here to get healed. Reloading. Healing fortified.
We got him where we want him.
Happy to assist. Payload secured. Let's move. Come over here, please.
I'm making waves out here.
Incoming.
Hey. Arigato.
Come here to get healed.
وين رايحين يا شباب؟ البيلود لسه.
My ultimate is charging.
هو في الغباء بنلمتنا كده بقى.
I'll keep you up. Repositioning. Come over here.
Major pack unlocked.
You made the right decision.
I'm taking hits.
Nano boost is ready. Get in there, and I'll hit my ultimate is ready. Get in there. I will boost you.
Attack with me.
You're powered up. Unmace them. Need to move the payload. Move the payload. Good, Kitty.
Are we moving the payload or what?
Payload secured. Let's move. Group up with me. Group up with me. Don't get ground season.
Blocking satellite sector!
That's not staying. Sweet dreams are near. Keep fighting. Under attack.
Stun a team.
وريهم قوتك. I won't give in.
Reverse the tide! Incoming!
Reporting for duty. We need to get this payload moving again.
Rendezvous at fighting position. Taking care of. Taking damage. You're powered up. Unmace them.
Blocking satellite sector!
اجون يا اخي انت.
You'll have to try harder.
قول لي يا عم انت تعبان يا عم.
Let's just stick with the payload. Everybody riot!
قول له انت تعبان مولع. اديك العبولي.
Be careful. I have you. Keep fighting. Come over here.
Tactical visor activated.
My soul ignited.
The fact that were used to dispose of the thousands of corpses more easily.
Score 3-0. Sides.
Used to dispose of the thousands of corpses more easily. UN General Assembly Resolution 37/123D declared this massacre an act of genocide, and Israel's own Kahan Commission found Defense Minister Ariel Sharon personally responsible.
And he was actually removed from his position as defense minister as a result of this. And I hear what you're saying. What? Somebody in Israel actually facing accountability and consequences for their actions? Not so fast. Because, as it turns out, he was able to serve in a number of different cabinet positions in the coming years and would eventually become prime minister. You know, at least here in the US, you know, we wait for people to become president and then they get to do war crimes. Doesn't usually work the other way around.
They must have cost quite a
Hey there, folks. Hope you all are hanging in there okay. Why don't we take a break from the war crimes and maybe decompress a little bit, take a breather. Leaders praised Goldstein, sided, which means that nearly Lida a few decades
The like and subscribe buttons on
wearing Israeli
One. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Taking care of you.
Enemy turret sighted.
I'm under attack. I'm here. Keep fighting. I need to reload.
Tactical termination.
I won't give in.
Moira by your side.
Enemy turret ahead.
We have enemies on the point.
I'm my guest.
ماشي.
Objective lost.
I've got you.
Stop the payload. Minor pearl unlocked.
ممكن ترجع يا تانك.
They're pushing the payload. Cut them off. Getting drowsy. More work for your a taste of poison. Taking care of you.
My ultimate is ready.
Dodge this. Fortified. Surrender my will. It's go time.
Tactical visor activated.
I've got you. Target down. Recharging. They're pushing the payload. Cut them off.
The enemy ready for duty.
Disrupting.
تانكنا عايش في نعيم الجهل.
I'm not finished. Team, stop the payload.
Enemy
Come here to get healed. Stand up straight.
The enemy's got a turret.
Get them on the payload.
Light weaver here.
Come over here, please.
Enemy turret ahead.
I won't let you fall. You're powered up. I make them. Enemy in sight.
Enemy turret ahead.
Enough whining. You're fine. Open a device in sunlight. Taking damage.
Out of my way or I'll run you over.
Get them off the payload. Reloading. Better fucking soon. Get ready. Fire in the will.
Tactical visor activated.
Fortified.
Mowing them down.
I won't let you fall.
Enemy turret
Ready to
sighted.
overclock. You with me? I'm here to get healed.
Over here. There's a
Crush the enemy. Doctor, I appreciate the support. You're powered up. Unmake them.
وراك شيلد وراك شيلد.
Fire at will. मेरे मुताबिक चलो.
Turret ahead. Mind yourself.
Adaptive circuits engaged. Zarya.
Life protects life.
It's go time. لسه قدامي كتير. Good kitty. Group up at my position. You're powered up. I make them. Cut them off.
ارجع زريا.
मेरे मुताबिक चलो.
بس له بس ورا بس ورا بس
يعطيكم العافيه.
الله يعافيك.